It's always, yeah, grass is green on the other side. It's always that I'm wanting the other thing that I do not have right now. Um, when I'm in a metal concert, whatever, I'm listening to a metal band, I'm missing right now. Then I'm missing the improvisation, or in the jazz concert, sometimes I'm missing the wrecking ball. Being in a metal community, like wanting to be the one who's actually into jazz, or being among jazz guys, always wanting to be actually the metal guy, always wanting to be the different and to do something different and to be different from the others, whatever. That's a desire that comes from myself, and that's the same contrast that I need. I mean, that you automatically you get both of it kind of at the same time when performing songs that incorporate both elements. That's kind of the fulfillment of this desire. You get something of both worlds kind of in one thing, and you don't crave for the other element anymore because it's already, you're not far away from it. You're just performing both. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. So that leads me to two questions. Is a song a small enough context to provide that fulfillment? And secondly, when the song is so complex and it takes so much effort to learn how to improvise over it, um, doesn't that take away from the joy of improvisation because you have to work so hard to even get to a point where you can improvise on it?
Well, the hard work that's the hard work of being able to enjoy it. uh, so to practice it to an extent that you you get freedom. You get to
I see.
freedom. So that's the actual work on improvisation, is always to be free, to get options from where you are. To get these options, you need to work out ways to finding these options, and that's the work about when trying when that's the mastering of improvisation, I think. So that's was one part of your question, and the other.
The first was
Yeah, if I get it from one
When you
song.
yes, is within a song a small enough thing? Like you said, when I'm in a group, I'm always looking somewhere else. Does a song provide enough for you to be present in the moment and to be content with the improvisational piece when you're improvising, and to be content with the through composed parts when you're playing those?
Yes, it is, because the song is designed in a way to fulfill that desire automatically. But sometimes, I mean, some songs are that don't have, for instance, improvisation. Uh, well, like Mana Mana doesn't have improvisation. So, but the song is quite short. So, if Mana Mana was like 8 minutes long and it wouldn't have improvisation, then I would miss again something. Since it's 2 minutes, okay, that's okay for a non-improvisational part, but it's always when it's a whole song without improvisation, something is definitely missing. There is well balanced ratio of, or what means well balanced, well enough balanced for fulfilling desires, ratio of improvisation versus composition.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you write these songs, you compose them. I'm guessing you write charts out for people. The band, I assume, has enough freedom to do what they want, and what you're writing is like recommendations in some areas and very specific in other areas. How does the band treat receiving a chart from you? And as far as I understand, you don't all live in the same place, so you probably have to practice to a certain extent on your own, and then when you come together, it's a different form of practice, like you mentioned in our part one.
What I offer, what I do is when I compose, I write out the parts and I do a pre-production of every song. And I think concerning regarding the saxophone and the bass and the first guitar or the melody guitar, it's quite the thing that there are not lots of modifications that the musicians do to it, except some phrasing maybe, or for the guitar some Joe he does some he adds whatever, some expressional or articulation or bendings or some special techniques or to make it nice, sounding nice. I think Joe is a very good guitar player. He is particularly this. This is what his is one of his specialities, to make it sound, make a melody that's kind of just a MIDI file, make it sound really nice on guitar. Well, and then there's the drums. Because I'm not a drummer, I can just offer Sebastian something, which parts of them he takes it as they are, but most of it he rearranges, or he makes his own drum arrangements, and this is totally insane stuff. I would never get the idea to write it, because of much of it is drum specific things that I just don't know, and extremely specific things and techniques that he practices and ideas he gets what to do with this basic part that I offer. So he gets many ideas, and I let him do whatever he wants. And I think yes, and these drum arrangements are way more complex than what I write. But in the end, every musician has, of course, to spend time on learning his part, which is kind of hard already. But then there's a second part of it, like putting it together in the band, and this is also very hard, because if you're able to play it along with the computer pre-production, that doesn't mean you can play it together with everyone having his own interpretation of because the structure is so sophisticated. Everyone has a little, maybe everyone is making little, is playing a little bit ahead of time, or a little bit, some notes are a little bit too long or too fast or too slow, just really literally a little bit, but this little bit is enough to make the whole construction not sounding well, or not to make the parts not kind of fitting together well enough. So this putting together of the single elements, or rehearsing as a collective band is an important part, and we don't have much time to do this because two of us, they live in Austria. It's three of us are in Munich, and it takes us at least well, either we rehearse in Salzburg, which is almost like a 2 hours drive, and then we have to set up, and this takes time as well. Or and Joe, he comes from Linz. When we rehearse in Munich, he has to drive like 3 hours, and just one way, and yeah, it's a lot of time passes on that day that we rehearse until we play the first note, and so the time we have is very kind of precious. We have to be very effective. Everyone has to really be able to play his part perfectly, so we can do this process of putting together it's like having a sculpture, a complex sculpture, and you have all the single parts, and you have to then meet, everyone has his part, and you have to put them together, and it's you find out that it doesn't still fit. You have still to make some tiny adjustments, or you notice that somebody plays one note a little bit too long, or the phrasing is a little bit different, and like little mistakes lead to big collective errors in the band. Like little mistakes are often already enough to make it not happen as it should be in the collective. So yeah, so we rehearse. It takes us maybe 1 or 2 rehearsals for one song to make one song, to rehearse one song. But some things, when there are new principles like the quintuplet thing, then it takes us longer. I think I already talked about that in part 1. Yeah.
Do you have more that you want to get out of the band, or is it doing just what you are, hoping for, compositionally, in terms of performance? Are there areas where you're seeing a lot of opportunity for growth and you're excited about that, or it's great for what it is and you'll continue to evolve and you're excited about that?
Yeah, it's the latter. Yes, I think well, it took so much time to find a way to compose something and to rehearse it and to bring it on stage, and now it's kind of a working machine. So I know I can just go on being creative into this direction, and I know there will be new awesome stuff happening at some time. So it's kind of, I found an own groove of a long-term groove of how to create this music, arrange this music, rehearse it, bring it on stage, and experimenting inside of these parameters with this instrumentation, and I think there is still a lot to exploit. So this is where I'm aiming to, like, becoming more and more awesome and more sophisticated and complex.
So I guess
but
I can only think of one more question.
Yes.
And it's like 3:40 in the morning, so.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But that's okay. And the question just left me. Give me 1 second.
Yes, of course.
Oh yes. So, how would you characterize or articulate what this music has done for you in your life? How have you grown personally through making weird music?
Mm, well, personally, I would say just doing this thing is the most satisfying experience for me as a musician. Has been by far the most satisfying, because like, I mean, it's nice to play to be a sideman, or playing music uh, from other compositors, from other bands, with other bands, just as a sideman, or doing, like, it's also nice of playing in different bands or cover bands, or uh, different. I mean, it makes it, the diversity makes it exciting, I think. But still, it's, everything is not as satisfying, or not half as satisfying as doing the own thing, and knowing that there is no end to it. So you can always go on and on and on, and finding new stuff. That's I think it's I know that in every situation, or that's how I think, how I assign the importance of what of the priority, whatever, that makes me putting the first priority in doing this. I mean, doing this Panzerballett stuff that's my first priority of what I want to go on with, and what I put my efforts into, and emotionally, and as a musician, like, that makes me my source of inspiration of what I do. When I wake up and start practicing, I know, okay, I want to, well, it used to be like that. When I didn't have it, it was kind of random thing. I liked many different stuffs, and what I practiced was kind of not that focused as what it is now. Now I want to be really, I got the Erkenntnis. What is Erkenntnis in German? Oh my God. Erkenntnis. Yeah, the awareness or knowledge that you cannot be able to do everything, like being a good whatever country or reggae guitarist, or a good classical guitarist. There are so many great aspects about playing guitar, but the time is limited, and you have to focus on something. And I think by making weird music, I found something that's really myself, and that's what I can do good. That's my cup of tea. That's what I can do best. And I have to really specialize in order to get a chance to be recognized by the world or whatever. So otherwise I don't have a chance, because there are so many good musicians. I think you have to find a way to do really your own thing, and then putting like 100% into it, and then you have a chance to be recognized. So now I think I found the thing that I can do best. So now I know what to focus on way better. I know, well, I could check out, well, maybe I should check out more of this technique or that technique. I think it would be great to be a nice flamenco player. Why not? But this would, when just starting to doing it, would just recognize instantly, no, it would take so much longer, and this would be distract from what I can actually do best. Now that's this weird thing. I have to focus on the weird stuff. So I think personally, I think the best thing I've recognized about myself. Focus on what you can do, and not of what you can't do, or what takes you can do not that well, or what's nice but maybe not nice enough, or focus on something you really do well, and that's my thing. So that's what I'm going to do. That makes the choice so easy when getting up. And what should I do now? I focus on just getting better in what I already do. So and which happens, and it gives me satisfaction at some point. Yes, I'm getting better, and I want to get even better. I won't become a big shredder probably. But I will, in my own style, I will become better, and this makes it exciting.
That's great.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you spending all this time with me and exploring these themes. It's really wonderful. So thank you very much.
You're extremely welcome.
All right, Jan. I appreciate it. And I don't know. We'll talk again, I guess.
We'll talk again. Wishing you a good night.
Thank you.
My day starts now. I'm going to have some breakfast now.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.